What's up, you guys? Sorry I haven't been boosting lately. I've just been busy and all of that. Doing, and that's important to make sure you guys, when you guys are feeling, um, when you guys are feeling overworked or anything like that, make sure you take a break. Not that I was overworked, but I want to make sure that I have balance in my life. I want to make sure that I'm implementing everything that includes mental, spiritual health, physical health, emotional health. All of these things are very important. And what I did was I was like, okay, I'm running a little behind time, right? Because I have a lot of things that, I have things implemented in my day that brings out the best in me. And I was just like, okay, I've got a few minutes, I'm just hop on, share with you guys a few little wisdom, whatever, a little word of advice. So I often have, like I said, I have training sessions or things that I do to incorporate in my day to make me a better person. And like before I go sleep in the morning, I'm a better person than when I woke up in the morning, right? So I'm like, you know what? I've got a few minutes. Let me just go ahead and just hop on. And I want to share with you guys something that's very important that I've learned and that I'm sure a lot of you guys have been through as well, or are going through currently, right? And the message is, to work through things, and this is very important. We're just gonna spend a few minutes just discussing it. We're gonna go ahead and say this. I know a lot of you guys have been in situations where you felt down, you felt your spirit was drained, and things like that. You know, I could say this to prevent those type of things. Make sure you guys are eating. I'm talking about plant-based meals, right? You don't even have to necessarily give up meats and things like that, but make sure you're implementing plant-based foods into your diet, such as greens, the vegetables. I know some of you guys may have allergies and things like that. Just careful for things that you can consume, but ensure that you guys are getting, because remember, those type of things are grown, with water and the sun. And there's the two most powerful things right now, because it's like more than 70%. I'm not really a doctor or anything, so I don't really know the exact amount, but more than like 70% of your body is made out of water, as well as more than 70% of the earth is made out of water. So water is clearly very important, as well as the sun. The sun heats up things, right? It provides light. You know what I'm saying? So it's like without the sun, everything will be dark. So what I'm trying to say is, knowing these things and knowing that is how the plant, such as greens and all that, is produced, make sure you guys are getting into that produce, right? To make sure you're healthy, make sure you're feeling all right. Now, if it's still at a point where you're doing an activity, you still feel down, you still feel like things ain't going the way you wanted to go, or you know what I'm saying, just understand that that's all a part of the process, right? It's okay to feel down sometimes. We often, whenever we hear or whenever we're remembering or reminiscing about a situation, we always seek out the best things. Like, for an example, if you did something today and you didn't feel, right doing it or whatever, like, say you're making breakfast and you don't really feel right making breakfast, but yesterday you felt right making breakfast. Yesterday you probably did have those situations where you felt down, but because it's a new day, you reflect on yesterday's good moments. That's what we often do. So remember, throughout your whole life, you always had situations where you didn't feel like doing something and you ended up working through it. And that is just my encouragement to you guys. You know what I'm saying? Ensure that you guys are working through it, right? Even if it seems like it takes some time and it seems like, things ain't going the way you want it to go, that's a part of the process. So just a quick reminder, I just want to hop on here with you guys just to share that little tip with you guys. Make sure you guys are working through it. Make sure that you guys are putting that nutrition in your body, because that will prevent you from feeling down. These greens and stuff, I'm not just telling you guys to eat it just because it looks nice, it looks pretty. Like, legit, they grow with sun and water, the most important things on this earth. Like, I don't know anything else more than the light and your water. You know what I mean? So ensure you guys are, eating healthy. You ain't gotta be a physique person or whatever, but if you guys make sure you're putting the nutrition in your body, you can go out, you can go walking, you can do something simple. You know what I mean? I'm more for your spiritual and your mental health. Those two things will get you through the day with whatever. Because if you can be spiritual healthy, your soul how you feel, you can maneuver that way. You can, you know what I mean. You can actually deal with problems a lot better. Also, if you're mental, if you're mental, like how you think and how you know make decisions, if that's healthy as well, you can make decisions better. Right? That means if you want, if for an example, if you want to improve that, make sure you guys are listening to the right advice, or make sure you're detoxifying yourself from it's okay to listen to negative things and use and like okay somebody's telling you something that you will see as negative and you use that towards your life. Like if your life is going negatively, right? I don't know who you're messing with or whatever the case is, and somebody give you some criticism and it sounds negative. It's okay to take on negative or watch things that are negative if you're gonna use that to benefit your life, right? For an example, if you heard about this person over here went through this negative situation, you can reflect on that and avoid any negative things that they did. You see what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is when I say avoid negativity, it's not you can't avoid all negativity. Some negativity is there to balance out things and is there to help you out. Some negative situations are there to help you out, to benefit you. Like you might have lost a house and they might have because of that you knew how to do this and that better now you got a bigger house. You see what I'm saying? So some negative things are not meant to be avoided. Some negative things are actually there to uplift you. Some things have to be taken away so bigger things can be given to you. That's just how the universe works sometimes, right? So, but ensure you guys are doing your best to input. If you're gonna be inputting negative things, make sure you're using that to your advantage. Make sure, like I just said, make sure if you're giving up something, make sure you're, what I'm saying is like this. If you're watching videos on YouTube, Netflix, any big platforms, ensure those videos are gonna benefit you. If not, what I'm saying is if you're actually watching things that are not benefiting you, and not only are you not watching things that are not gonna benefit you, but you're also not even doing things that's gonna benefit your life. Like if you're making excuses like you don't want to do this and don't want to do that because you feel a certain way, and then you go right ahead and watch something that's not gonna benefit you at all. You was better off just doing what you was gonna do. You know what I mean? I know it sounds like cliche, whatever, but no, but for real though, like ensure you guys are not getting distracted from a lot of things that if you watch it or you take the information in, isn't gonna benefit you. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I want for you guys. I just want you guys to, be very cautious on what you intake into your mind. Be very cautious on what you intake in your body. Be very cautious the people you have around you. The aura is very powerful and it's very strong. So I said I'll just hop on YouTube real quick. About a few minutes, I can just hop on. And I didn't do a reading in a minute, but you guys watch me for my energy and my spiritual side. So I will come on her. Sorry, I will come on her if I got a few messages, whatever, and just share some insight with you guys. Give you guys some motivation, some speech and stuff. Rather than not at all, right? It's better to give some than none. You know what I'm saying? But thank you guys for your support. If you come across these videos, you feel free to check out my other videos as well. We will be dropping soon. Don't worry, I'm getting on this rhythm. You know what I'm saying? And that's important. Balance is important. You want to make sure that you prioritize the things. Your health is way more important than any income that you get. Make sure that you guys are making sure that you're focusing on your responsibilities. If you got kids, focus on your kids. You know what I'm saying? A lot of things is about prioritizing appropriately. Make sure you guys get up. If you're a man, get up. Take care of your wife. You know what I'm saying? Take care of your business and all that. If you're a woman, take care of your man. You know what I mean? So it's about prioritizing. Make sure you're not got into people that show red flags to you, that's been toxic. And if you're getting into arguments, if you guys are in a relationship, you get in arguments, let it go. You know what I'm saying? Don't even argue. Don't go back and forth. It's unhealthy. Trust me. But I can sit here all day and tell you guys some real stuff. But I'm gonna just go ahead and end it there. That was my motive. My motive was to give you guys the advice on just work through whatever you're going through. It'll get better. Play the time game. Not to be negative, but I said this to somebody. Whether you go to jail, you have a skinny guy that goes to jail, comes out all big or whatever. Or you go to college, somebody that didn't know nothing goes to college, comes out all smart. So regardless of what you do in life, negative or positive, hopefully it's positive, and you play the time game with it, it's all going to get better and you can see greater results out of it as long as you apply yourself. Just give it time. sounds cliche, but it's just a reminder for you guys in case you guys needed it. But thank you guys so much, and I will see you guys in the next video. I will see you guys soon. Don't worry. Just hold on for me. Cool?